After a week of waiting, we got finally a new Dexter Original Sin episode, and this one is called Fender Bender. And welcome to my review. This is my 5th video of Dexter, I think. So if you like this video, you can like and subscribe, and of course if you enjoyed this review you can comment, or if you have some feedback for me, just comment because I need it. In my recent videos I got quite some feedback that the music was too loud or that the gameplay was too distracting, so I changed those things. The music will be a little quieter and more chill, and the gameplay will also be more chill, so I won't play, I will just show vibes from my recent videos, I guess. But first I need to give you some news about the upcoming episodes, because there's a change that is incoming to the release dates. Dexter Original Sin will have a 2-week break or 1-week break where we won't get a episode, and people are wondering when it will happen because many different sources are saying many different things. Well, IMDb is saying that we'll get the next episode on January 10th, which means we'll get a 1-week break from January 3rd to January 10th. But IMDb is not such a great source because they are changing on what the fans say or what the fans change and yeah, send. But there's one Dexter source which is almost right every time, and it's Dexter Daily. And Dexter Daily says that the episode will be on January 3rd. And they are also saying that the break will occur from January 10th to January 24th, which is probably better, I guess. So I'm just saying that so no one gets confused when there will be no Dexter episode there and no Dexter review from me. But I might do another Dexter video to replace that, but I really don't know what. Maybe some theories, but we'll see. But now that we know the next episode release date, let's talk about the main episode which we will talk about, and it's episode 4, which is named Fender Bender. And in this episode we can see that Dexter has those small flashbacks of what happened to him when he was a kid, but when we thought that it only happened in season 1, it actually happened way before. Okay, but I came up with a really funny thing and I need to say it because yeah, Dexter Original Sin is a flashback, and in those flashbacks we see Harry's flashback, and when Harry's in the flashback he also gets a flashback, which is just crazy to me. But this episode is mostly about Dexter's urges, Dexter's past, and also Harry's past with Laura. And also I'm sad to announce that LaGuerta is annoying me again, and I thought that she was going to be a pretty chill character, but she's just messing with Dexter and I got annoyed, I guess. But probably my favorite thing from this episode is that we got to know a side character which I didn't even know we will get to know, and it's Clark. I didn't know we would get a whole backstory for him and some more things, his conversation with Dexter, and it was actually pretty interesting, and I like him, but we probably won't get more of him. But another thing that is pretty interesting is the new villain, because we didn't get to see anything more of the new villain, we just saw the effect of what happened to the kid and what he did to him. And honestly I only have like 2 theories who that might be. First of all, it might be someone from Miami Metro, it would be just a nice plot twist, and at the second it could be Deborah's boyfriend, but probably not because they would be really unlucky. But we still didn't see the villain's intentions, what the villain wants to do, so I hope that we won't get another Oliver Saxon incident where we didn't know what the character was up to till like the end of the series. Well, same was with Brian, but we actually knew that Brian was stalking Dexter and he wanted Dexter, so that was like an intention, so we kinda knew that he was up to something with Dexter, but yeah, not exactly. But this character is just mysterious, so we don't know who that is. And the Deborah storyline is like the same storyline as what we had in the recent 3 episodes, like she goes out partying, she just does things with her friend, and she actually meets a guy in this episode, so that's pretty cool. And another nice thing is that we are getting much more lore for Aaron Spencer, and that's the captain, if you didn't know that, but so many people don't know his name. People think that it's Thomas Matthews from the original series. And that's where my complaint comes, because yeah, where's Matthews? Like, what happened to him? Because yeah, in the original series it's said that he was with Harry when the container incident happened, and that was like 15 years or 20 years after this, so where is Matthews? What happened to him? And another character that is gone without explanation is Vogel, because yeah, as I said, she had a huge role in Dexter's development, but we didn't see her, and that's probably good because I believe that this is not canon. I just don't like the character. I think that she just destroyed Harry's purpose, in my opinion. Another thing that I like is Dexter's interactions with the kids. They're just so funny, like he actually talks really nice to them. Another thing which is pretty interesting in my opinion is that Brian is showed like he's already pretty weird as a kid. Like it is prior the incident in the container, but it's still like ripping lizards' tails and things. Like that's weird. So this could mean that there was something wrong with him as a kid, which just yeah evolved to what he was in season 1 of Dexter, which yeah probably explains the thing. And this also explains Harry's bond with Dexter and how he didn't like Brian so much, which may be why he didn't adopt him. Yeah, and we also see Harry's bond with Laura and his affair with Laura, which is also pretty weird, but yeah, I would need to see more of the lore because this is actually really nice, because we are seeing things that we didn't even know in the original series, which is actually explaining a lot for the existing characters. Okay, so I'm sorry for being so messy with the different scenes and things, because I'm just yeah mixing them all, because yeah I guess my name is Alex Mix. But another cliffhanger that we didn't know anything of was the hand that just came up in episode 3, and I thought that there was going to be a major storyline, but actually nothing happened. We know nothing about the arm, and my main guess is that the arm will just come up when we least expect it, just like near the end of the series, and Dexter just realized yes the arm just came up. But probably my favorite thing is when Dexter just tries to tie this guy up and this guy just wakes up and starts hitting him, and like he gives plastic on his head, and this guy tries to attack with the guitar, and then this guy just says like, hey, not this guitar, and he just slams it on the floor instead of his face. Like what? And the ending scene is just so funny. It was so jaw-dropping, and it really yeah comes up to its name. And Dexter impressions in this episode and in this entire series is actually so funny. Like the last scene of this episode, he just looks at it, so funny. And I'm really happy that they made us wait for the next episode for like 7 days instead of the 14 days which we will have in the beginning, but they literally changed that because this cliffhanger is just crazy. This episode is really nice, and let me give you a rating for it, and as the previous 2 episodes I'm giving it a 9 of 10. I thought about giving it an 8, but the ending and the flashbacks, they were just great, so I think that this episode also deserves a 9. But it isn't as good as episode 3, so yeah, just for comparison. If I was rating this more exactly, I would say an 8.5, but I'm giving it a 9 because yeah, I did it on the other episodes. Like this episode is really good, its pacing is really nice, there are things that happen but it isn't too boring, but also there aren't too many things that happen, so this episode may feel a little less worth than the other ones. Probably one of the best things in this episode is that it's so unexpected. There are things that I didn't even expect, like more of the side characters and of course the ending, which was just jaw-dropping. But this episode is still really solid and it gives a lot to the series, and that's actually everything for my review, I guess. Thank you so much again for watching, and if you enjoyed this video you can like and subscribe, and yeah, you can share it to your friends or you can comment your feedback, and yeah, thank you so much for watching and bye.